Hello amazing family, welcome to my YouTube channel Amazing Grace with Bosse. My name is Bosse Ojubo. On this show, I'm committed to impacting lives and making sure people live their best life. If that interests you, then you're in the right place. Keep watching and make sure to like and subscribe. On today's program, we're going to look at some red flags you need to look out for when you're in a relationship. And this applies to men and women. A red flag is used as a warning sign of danger. Bear in mind, though, that some red flags may not be very obvious, and some people have mastered the act of deception. They pretend to be what they are not, just to impress you. So make sure to shine your eyes and keep your eyes wide open. Human relationship is indeed very vital to our well-being, but not all relationship is good for you. Some relationships are toxic and may damage your self-esteem if you're not careful. So the earlier you identify the red flags and address it, or run for your life, the better. As a matter of fact, there are some relationships that should never have gone past the first date. A red flag in a relationship does not mean that the person is a bad person. Well, the person can also be a bad person, but it means too that the person may not be good for you, or the person may not be a good match for you, and that continuing that relationship may be emotionally draining, unfulfilling, and dangerous for you. There's a saying that a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. That is not to say that you end every relationship because of one thing you don't like. You must always discuss it with your partner. But if it persists while you're in the relationship, then you can end it. So do not ever hesitate to end the relationship that is not serving you well. Unfortunately, feelings often cloud logic. So what you find most times is that people rationalize and make excuses for red flags that are so glaring in their face, all in the name of love. You see it, but you're in denial. So if you're in a relationship that you have serious doubt about, and your gut feeling is telling you, this is not right, it's better to end it than be sorry later. Unfortunately, too, parents and family members put a lot of pressure on their children to marry, and oftentimes this pressure pushes them to settle for less than they deserve. You cannot manage a relationship into marriage. If there are many things that are not right, that are wrong now while you are dating, be ready for more drama. There's no need to settle for less. Marriage is not how long, it's how well. When I say red flags, I am not talking about preferences like, he likes coffee, she likes tea, or he likes oranges, she likes pineapple. That's great. That means you will have variety of teas and fruits in your house. That's okay. I'm talking about major deal breakers. Major stuff that touches on integrity, trust, honesty, faith, fairness, empathy, and things that generally gives you serious concern. Identify your core values. if it's not aligning with the values of the person you're in a relationship with, that can cause major clash. Look before you leap. Do not expect people to change. People hardly change. People hardly change. It was Maya Angelou who said, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. Except the Holy Spirit touches the heart of a man, he remains as he is. Sometimes, however, it's very hard to spot a red flag in a relationship, especially when some things appear to be, good and going on well. But always trust your gut. If your gut says there's a problem in the relationship, believe it. If you have doubts, you feel unsafe, unloved, unappreciated, and fearful, trust that gut feeling. Something is not right. The truth is that most people see the red flags in their relationship, but may not understand the extent or the implication of that red flag and how it will, going down the line, come to affect and haunt them. It's important that you recognize these red flags and make up your mind if the relationship is worth your while, or if you should say your goodbyes. Having said that, and according to Gillian Tureke, she says, and I quote, red flags aren't always about the other person. When you start lying to yourself about who they are so that you don't have to face losing them, that's the flag to pay attention to. This is one of the reasons now that I am older and wiser, I do not subscribe to sex before marriage. I believe that for the average naive young girl, sex in a relationship inhibits her power, her judgments, and ability to think and move on when she spots red flags in her relationship. There are 1,001 red flags to look out for in a relationship. You may wish to consider the following. The list is not exhaustive. There are many more. 1. He is lazy or she is lazy, not driven and not self-motivated, has no goals, no ambition, and no passion. Doesn't mind you paying and doing everything for him or for her. That is a major red flag. If you marry that person, you will sooner than later start to resent the person. 2. You meet a guy and he's loving you too much too quick. What the millennials call love bombing. He's telling you he cannot live without you. Really? He starts calling you baby, sweetheart, and darling on the first day, and he's telling you how much he loves you and how you are the most beautiful person in the world. Watch out. He's probably lying. He may be telling that to every woman he's pursuing. So don't be carried away with sweet words. Don't fall for it. 3. If your partner has nobody in his or her life or in her family that can look them in the face and tell them the truth without fear or favor, if he's the alpha and the omega in his family, he doesn't look up to anybody, everybody does his bidding, run. 4. If they are jealous and controlling, overly jealous, they want to alienate you from friends and family and keep you to themselves. And unfortunately, you see it as a sign of love and attention. Scary. They want to dominate you in a very unhealthy and scary manner, change you completely and tell you what you should and should not do all the time, intimidate you and make you insecure. If they are unable to manage their jealousy in a civilized manner, know that it can escalate to obsession and aggression. Serious red flag. Run. 5. If your relationship is sexual and he does not wear protection or talk about safe sex, and you think it's because he trusts you, hey, it has nothing to do with trust. Don't be carried away. For the most part, it's a sign that he's free and careless with his manhood. So beware. 6. Infidelity. When he's a serial cheat and lacks control, proceed with caution. Relationship require peace of mind and trust. If you are already dealing with infidelity issues while you are dating him, don't expect him to stop when you get married. Beware. 7. When they are rude and condescending, arrogant and unkind to people who serve them, looks down on people and think they are better than everybody. They are quick to criticize. Be careful. You may soon be the next target. 8. They are not interested in the things that matter to you. They are not sensitive to your moods or what you're saying. It's all about what they want, their pleasure and their joy. Everything is their way or the highway. Run. 9. It's a big red flag if the person you're dating is dealing with anger issues and they get upset so easily. They are unpredictable and ready to fight, and you feel unsafe or threatened as a result. Beware. It will get to your turn. Serious anger issues in a relationship is a sign that your partner have not developed enough to manage their emotions, and sometimes it's a sign that the person lacks empathy for others. 10. When your partner starts to make you doubt and second guess yourself, they manipulate you and blame you for everything that is not your fault, and they start to twist reality. Nothing is ever their fault. Run. In all of this, you must realize that nobody is perfect. We all have our flaws. We are all work in progress. But there are flaws and there are flaws. If, however, your partner is willing to save the relationship, there may be a reason to work on it. But if your partner is all about themselves, has no moral compass, and makes no effort at all, it's best to walk away. There are some red flags you should never, never manage or compromise. You deserve someone who at least does their best to treat you well. Someone who treats you with dignity, love, and respect. When you're dating someone and their actions and words don't match, run. Like I said, the list of red flags is inexhaustive. Share some with us in the comment section. That's our show for today. Until I come your way again, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.